Jettison some weight or we'll never make it back to Cybertron. Hello guys, welcome to another Generation 1 Transformers review. As you can see in front of you, and if you eagle-eared viewers know the quotes, it's Generation 1 Astrotrain. Now this guy is bit beat up. Yeah. Quick thing about this guy, I got him for about 18 quid. He didn't come with the gun, and over the years I've had him, the paint on this black section has just deteriorated, because as you can see, is die cast. The paint has just deteriorated, and these Decepticons, see how the purple's there? I bet you, like, and the ink just all, it didn't even come off on your fingers, it just disappears. This stripe here, and these two, along with those stickers there, are homemade ones. I printed a scan off the internet, coated it in sellotape, and then used double-sided tape to stick it on. I do need to get some rep labels for this guy. And unfortunately I tried modding this guy, and I buggered him up, but he still works. The only difference is when you look on the inside of his arm to discover there's a hole in it where the screw would once be. Yeah, I feel stupid for that. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, and these ones, the ink came off there, so I coloured it in, and I did actually have to do a bit of custom painting. The shuttle fin here, stickers just peeled off, so I repainted it on, but I'm going to get some ripper labels and do that. So as a train, let me see if I can get my phone down a bit lower. He's not bad. He really doesn't like to hold together very well. I think that's just age, because this guy is, if I check the date stamp, he is a Takara and Hasbro release. See if I just if I just zoom in here, you can see it says Takara 85 and then Hasbro 85. So this is one of the originals. He is pretty good. Doing a size scale with Hudcap here, one of the mini-bots. You can't actually see him on the bloody camera. Well, I can't see him on the camera because I've got the friggin' vice in the way, but I know he's there. Hudcap is obviously way too oversized for Astrotrain, but Astrotrain you could say is undersized. So we'll move Hudcap to the side. I've just recently stiffened this guy's arm up. I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you how to do it in a minute, so stay tuned for that. And you could probably apply it to this guy as well. So to transform into shuttle mode, take these little bits and flip them around, and then flip these units, and they will tab into place. Take these and these are nice and tight actually. These wings are, well, these wing tips are pretty tight. So just take them out, unpeg that, and then take this out. You can sort of see where I've done the custom paint. That will then slide back, and then this will come up, and then you pull this little lip, and then slide it, and then push it in, and then pull it around, then push it down, and then peg it in. And there is his shuttle mode. This is a pretty good shuttle mode. I like it. As you can see, the stickers on the side of the arms have worn off, and this arm's obviously a bit of a stunt. You can see there's a bit of wreckage there. Yeah, there was actually a little trick you could do with this guy. If you deployed the arms a little bit and you had two guns for him, I saw this on Cybertron.com. You could have the arms like that and two guns, both the guns, him holding both the guns in his robot arms. It looked like he had two deployed missile launchers, big fucking plasma guns, as a space shot, which I think was pretty damn cool. Now, this is not the correct colours. As you know in the show, he was grey and purple. Well, see here, he's black, white and purple. And the purple's a much lighter shade, almost bordering on magenta. That does look good, but I'm happy with this as it is. Now, now back to Hudcap. The reason I stiffened him up is this arm, if I just pull it out, it's tight in its slider, but the actual swivel is really not. So this originally would just flop down. I shoved a load of nail polish in there and then gave it a good move around. It's nice and tight now, as you can see. You could probably do that to some of the parts like here. I might actually consider doing that after this review. So just get nail polish, just dab it all over, and then swivel it, and then put nail polish down and swivel it constantly. And then eventually just let it dry for an hour. It's not like super glue, so it won't fuse anything. Whereas super glue will just fuse everything, nail polish won't. It will crack instantly, and then will form an extra layer over the plastic, so that's pretty good. transform into robot mode. This is where things get pretty interesting, because you flip this up and then this, and then you basically fold this away, like you go back into train mode. This is the bane of my existence, and Megatron has it too. Extendable legs with die-cast parts in them. The amount of... I had stiffen these up with glue. I did it ages ago, but obviously I used a lot less glue, so you just stand it quite well. Unfortunately, my knife is the only way I can flip this arm out, because this is the mod I tried doing. Yeah, I tried removing the screw and making it extendable arm, like the prototype was. So, yeah, and I just really fucked it up. Pardon my language. Also, you can see the two Decepticon symbols on the wings. Their ink has completely gone walkabout. Hence why I need to do repro labels. So, you know. This oops, see what I mean by the leg. Just pull this down. Now, there's a few options you can do here. You can either have it like this, which just looks stupid. You can either have it like this, which a lot of people do, as it's more accurate to the cartoon, but he still looks like he has tits. But what I like to do is I like to fold it up and then open this out, because I absolutely love the look of that sticker. I think that's a good looking sticker. That's a great looking sticker, in my opinion. Just bloody hard caps flying all over the place. Just transform him just so you can get a good size scaling. He still stinks of nail polish, actually. HUD cap is about roughly 2/3 of the size. Let's compare him with Megatron, who was previously inside astrotrain when astrotrain was in shuttle mode, hence the quote at the beginning, because if you know my previous Starscream video, Starscream jettisoned Megatron out. Obviously, astrotrain will be a lot bigger, probably like the size of my bed, in mass shifting in order to fit all these guys in. Well, to fit Megatron in. And if you're wondering what that gun is that Megatron has got, that is the original gun robo weapon, because Megatron was part of Diaclone, which is known as Gun Robo. And I figured out what those little nubs on the side of his fusion cannon are for. They are for these guys to hold, these little micromen. Obviously, HUD doesn't have any moulded in parts from the hold. He doesn't have any holes in his hands, which is stupid. So I'll move him out of the way, just because I don't want Megatron and astrotrain to start eyeballing him up and beating him. So yeah, Megatron here has just got the original gun robo weapon. It's pretty good condition. astrotrain, I did make a custom gun for him out of a Poundland transformer, but unfortunately it has gone walkabout. It did fit into his hands quite nicely though. His arms are on ball joints. They're in that little socket there, and it's a very nice ball joint because it didn't actually pop out. The only way to take it off is to disassemble the entire thing. So, you know, I do usually angle the arms downward a bit just to make them look a little bit longer, even though it's really just his shoulders shrugging down. But I usually just keep him pointing forward. I mean, he's not going to be punching anybody to save his life. I mean, look at that. Yeah, like the Collector 75 said, G1 Transformers and having stumpy arms was the bloody worst thing. It just takes the piss. Even he said it, because he was right. Because I remember once one of his much older videos of the G1, I think it was the Terracons, Blot, Jesus fucking Christ, Blot. There was Blot, there was Cinetwin, and there was Ripper Snapper, who were the worst of the stumpy arms. Cutthroat was actually alright. But, you know, and then, of course, you had some others, like Sandstorm, who had really stupidly small arms that just couldn't do anything. I mean, without the gun, he's basically useless. He couldn't punch to save his life. Megatron, on the other hand, I mean, if it was Megatron, I'd understand a bit more, because Megatron obviously turned into a gun, but the fact that they got Megatron with double extenders in his arms, extending forearms and extending fists, you'd think they'd be able to do something like that for astrotrain, so that's really stupid. I can't give too much backstory on astrotrain, because I literally know nothing. I don't know anything about him. All I know is he's one of the first triple changes from the Diaclone line. Ironically though, he does not have the seat for little men, which I think is kind of weird. He might be a subline of Diaclone. And why is his wing pointing forward? Also, this back metal piece, this piece is metal. So, more metal in him, the good. He's not really that heavy. And his legs constantly want to do that, because they just don't lock into place, because plastic and metal just grinds the plastic away until there's nothing left. Until it's a loose, bloody, gibbering mess. Which I think is fucking stupid. Either way, he does stand really well, but he has got a great stance. I mean, if you look, he's got really tiny little feet here. And they look good for feet. As you can see, he's got a beautiful set of heels. Just the whole back of the train, and this little section here is a heel. So he stands really quite well. I think he's got a good silhouette to him. For a G1, he's actually got separate legs, which is something compared to most of them, which don't, at least modern ones. It's the same goes for Megatron. I mean, you put him against his leader here, and you know, and then suddenly Galvatron came along, and Galvatron was double the size of Megatron. So bloody hell. In fact, I'll just get him out of the way because Megatron's so dominating everything. It's the bloody usual. I'd expect that more from Starscream, but not Megs here. astrotrain was a troop transport. That's all I really know about him. In the '86 movie, he was a troop transport unit. So hence the quote at the beginning, because in the '86 movie they retreated after Megatron got seriously wounded by Prime beating the shit out of him and also sacrificing himself to do so. Basically, yeah, so... Oh, sorry. I apologise. So basically, astrotrain said the quote, you know, jettison some weight or we'll never make it back to Cybertron, obviously, because he would have run out of bloody fuel and would have been adrift to space. It would have been interesting if they all met Unicron, but it kind of did. It's weird. What happened to Shockwave, sorry. Still, I do think he made it on to season 3 and 4. I've not watched it for a long time. I have a strong suspicion that he did, along with Blitzwing and a few others, such as the Combaticons and all that, like, what is it, Onslaught and his team, you know, the ones that formed Bruticus, I think it was. Yeah, Menasor was the Stunticons, yeah. So yeah, he's one of the few G1s, original G1s that made it into season 3 and 4, just around the end of it, before before Hasbro completely did a bloody overhaul and start making their own stupid characters, which weren't bad actually. I'm not gonna say that was a bit unfair to say. Like some of Hasbro's toys, like original Transformer toys, were actually all right, like Metroplex and Scattershot and the Stunticons. They were all that, and Triptychon and all that. They were all really, really good, along with Fort Max as well. The Fort Max is like really bloody hard to get hold of. I dared not search for him on eBay. I'm just scared of the sheer price of it. I think it's probably the only G1 I'd never be able to get my hands on because of the sheer price. But astrotrain is pretty good. Let's just look at his face. Let me just half transform there. As you can see, he's a very tiny face. I did have to paint the red up at the top because it was coming off a bit. It's not bad. It's a good little face. He did have a Decepticon symbol right there, which just causes walkabout. Unfortunately, one of the clips broke. As you can see, they are very, very thin. They're very thin pieces of plastic. Which kind of stinks, really. But yeah, that is astrotrain. He's one of the better G1s, I'd say. For a triple changer, he's actually really, really good. He does suffer from stupid arm syndrome, but, you know, it's not the worst. There's worse things in life than transform with short arms. There's bloody Uganda Knuckles and do you know the we and all that bullshit. But yeah, astrotrain is good. I think it's nice to stand him alongside Megatron. I don't know why, but then again, any excuse to bring Megatron in, I suppose, because I love G1 Megs. I love him. It's a great figure. Fortunately, one of his legs has gone a bit crooked. I'll need to tighten it up because the screw keeps loosening. But he is a great figure. Both of them are. It's nice to have them displayed alongside each other. So, I've been the Archangel. Oh, God's sake. Oh, reviewing G1 astrotrain. And now tightening up Megatron's leg. There we go. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.